Actually, when AIT consolidated, as soon as we were basically designated and selected as part of the AFN bargaining unit, I joined the first day because I have 40 years experience this year, and actually until we did the AIT consolidation and came up under AFN, that was the very first time I was ever eligible to be a bargaining unit. I had always been in non-bargaining unit positions, either as a security specialist or in management as a management official. So it's like that was the first opportunity. So in 40 years, I've been sitting on the sidelines watching what PASS and what NATCA and the other unions do. And it's like as soon as I was eligible, I couldn't wait to join. So for one thing, it's the benefits that we get in those contracts. You know, as a non-bargaining unit employee, you don't have the benefits of what those articles are in all the different contracts. And it's like NATCA contracts were pretty much the gold standard, you know, as far as benefits that you get, whether it's pay raises every June, or it's being able to sell back your sick leave at 40 cents on the dollar, or just aside, you know, as a bargaining unit, you get the benefit, a bargaining unit employee gets the benefit of those contracts. But what you don't understand is that can go away with the flip of a pen. You know, you can be classified as bargaining unit and management can decide, okay, you're now going to be doing this other job and you're now in a non-bargaining unit position, which is what they did with me. Or if you're in a situation where you don't get enough support, you know, for NATCA, you're not supporting them. It's like, why should they support you? They could, you know, decertify or decide they no longer want to represent you. So to me, it was important that I be an active member. It meant so much to me. The other thing was, what I see is when NATCA is a family, and when one of the family members is hurting or struggling, all of the family comes together to help them out. You know, whether they need money for GoFundMe for, say, a financial hurt, or whether it's a physical illness where a NATCA member is fighting cancer and they have to be off for long extended hours, all the NATCA community comes together and helps them by donating leave. So that's what's really important as far as being part of the NATCA family. But then other situations that I've seen in the past when I was on the sidelines watching is when management would be looking for like a scapegoat. Like I know if personally I was involved in the security breach back in 2009, and where that was a terrible situation, but where they were looking to fire somebody, you know, to let the heads roll over the situation. The NATCA member that they actually went after, NATCA, you know, hired outside lawyers to go in and fight for them, and they fought for 2 years without giving up, that they were able to use their resources and they were successful in saving this person's job. You know, so those are some of the things that I see are important, because I've seen NATCA put all their resources behind somebody when they needed to. And so it's important that we join and help them and give them access to more resources so that they can continue to represent us as they have, as well as even improve and increase the representation. Like with the 5-week outage, you know, no one was more in the news than NATCA, you know, in fighting to get us back to work. And if you looked at the crowd, you saw a lot of air traffic controllers who were still working and they were participating on their time off. You know, they did that because they're part of the family. So it doesn't matter if you're an engineer or you're IT or you're a controller, you're all part of that family. So that's what's most important.